Missing someone.
Buongiorno and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be recreating this look and also sort of doing like a mini Q&A. I found it really like hard to sort of make it fun while talking you through this look, so please don't be mean, be kind. I made sure to stay sober for you today to keep the redness at bay. I hope you enjoy it, like it, love it, thumbs up it, subscribe it, and come back on Tuesday for my next video. Love you all. Woo! I'm the worst YouTuber. Okay, so I've got a list of your questions wrote down. However, I did sort of start filming this and then I found it extremely tedious. I don't know if it's something you would want to listen to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and incorporate it into this. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by using some of my old favourite bits of makeup that I haven't used in a while. I really wanted to use my Armani foundation, but I don't even know why I kept the bottle. So I'm going to do a bit of NARS today. So I'm going to start off with my eyebrows. Today I'm going to use the Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Filling in any like sparse gaps that you have in the brow area. I don't like overdrawn. I have dark eyebrows as it is, so I like to keep them looking natural. It makes me laugh every time I say I like to keep it natural because I'm the queen of surgery and filler and Botox. So crazy. Let's get going. Right, eyelids. You know I like to put foundation on the eyelids, so I'm going to use the NARS, whatever this one is, Sheer Glow Foundation, and I use shade Medium Dark 1. So my first question that I had was, how did you start your career? Like, can I have a bit of a story time? So my career actually started, I don't know if anyone's heard of, I don't know if there's any avid porn lovers out there, but I actually started working for Brazzers, and there was another porn group that I worked with as well, but I actually can't remember the name of them. Oh, okay. Okay, so we just had a tragedy. My NARS foundation just went everywhere, but it's fine. I scooped most of it up and put it back in the bottle. Right, so anyway, yeah, so I actually started working for a company called Brazzers, and which is funny because I actually had like, it's weird, I must sound like I've got like the craziest group of friends, but a lot of my friends were porn stars. Well, still are actually. Loving life, good for them. Some of them even ended up marrying each other, which is absolute relationship goals. So yeah, I was on the porn sets. I'd done like Game of Thrones, like porno. Like I wasn't a porn star, by the way. Just putting that out there. Yeah, it was really good. I did that for about a year, and then I was doing like makeup for Page 3 girls. I actually got flown to Miami for 3 weeks to do a Glamour Girl shoot, like calendars, getting all the Glamour Girls having their calendars done. Where else have I been flown to? I've been flown to Ibiza to do the Playboy Playmate of the Year, centerfolds, front cover. I've done quite a lot really. And then where else have I done? Like the front cover of Maxim, FHM, Loaded Nut Zoo, Playboy, Page 3. I even done a film once, that Sharknado, I worked on that before. Big Brother, Geordie Shore, Towie, Love Island. Oh God, what else is there? X on the Beach, do you remember that one? X on the Beach, done all those. Pretty much any reality show you can think of, I am related to one way or another. I have like worked with them off set, on set, behind the scenes. One way or another, I'm like linked to pretty much everyone in the reality world, which is great. Right, now I've prepped my eyelids. I'm actually gonna just do like a nice, again, I'm not that heavy with my makeup, which I do feel gets me the work that I do get. I mean, there's a lot of really, really talented makeup artists out there who do the really wild, crazy looks, but for the line of work that I've personally gone down myself, I feel like if I show that off, it stops me from getting front cover makeup work and stuff like that, because at the end of the day they want to see the work that you can do. Second question, if you was going to start from the beginning, what would you do differently and why? Tell myself to stop crying like a little bitch every 2 weeks. I remember starting out and thinking to myself, oh my god, I'm gonna have 20 clients every Friday, every Saturday, and I'm gonna make this much money. Literally, I probably had like like 4 clients a month when I started. No word of a lie, a month. I even then got so ahead of myself thinking that I was gonna do amazing that I rented a room from actually I don't even care, some arsehole from down some gym who really annoyed me, and then his gym flooded. Why did I think of renting a room in a gym to do makeup out of? Like, what the f am I thinking? That's so stupid. And then that lasted a week. It still makes me laugh now, like when I get these things on like Instagram or like Facebook, the throwbacks of like and me doing a shop opening, and it weren't even a shop, it was literally like a room next to the kitchen in a gym that some man tried selling me a dream of. Bless me. But saying that, it just goes to show every single mistake that you can make will lead you somewhere better. So I take everything with a pinch of salt in my life, to be honest, and I am one of them annoying people that will always spin a positive onto it. So yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I want to, so I've actually used like a bit of a, like a coffee-y colour on my eyelids this today. So I'm now dipping it into, this is from Crown Cosmetics. I'm now dipping it into this dark colour right here, and I'm just going to put that along my lash line. So you're going to pull your eyelid really tight. And you're just going to line your lash line really subtly. I actually do this still when I am doing like a winged liner with a gel. I will put a shadow on first as the base, because you can smudge that out if it goes wrong, which most of the time it will, because I'm really cat-handed. I'm going to take this up a little bit because I do like my eyes looking more feline. So again, you want to stretch your eyelid. Going up. Can you talk about your nose job experience? Alright, so I love Dr. Frati, who has actually done all my surgery. I actually went to Belgium for my first boob job. When people tell you go abroad, it's cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper because you end up with one tit underneath your armpit. Literally, I look like a right tit. Nah, Dr. Frati did my nose job. The only thing that I would say, because I had a lot of questions about my nose job, so I feel like that's something that I should touch on quite a lot, is people do not prepare you for how horrific the aftermath of a nose job is. You cannot breathe. Like you can't breathe. You've got 2 like tampons up your nose, then this like big thing wedged here, and then you can't even do that. It's the worst experience I've ever been through in my entire life. And I used to wake up in the morning because you have to breathe through your mouth. My tongue would be cracked. Like my tongue was cracked where I'd be like in my sleep, and then my whole mouth was so dry. And even when you're drinking, like this is how like passionate I am about this, because it terrified me. Like when you're drinking, you're like this through a straw, and then you can't breathe, so you're like, and then you panic. Honestly, it was horrific. However, the good side of this was I got a beautiful little nose out of it. So yeah, if you're happy to put yourself through that for 4 days, be my guest. Like it was the best experience afterwards, that I don't have to face tune my nose anymore. What camera and setup do you use for your Insta pics? Okay, so I actually post that quite a lot. A lot of people do ask me this. I find it really strange because I think my pictures are crap. But I use a Sony A500 camera for my photos. I always make sure that my clients are standing on like a plain background. I do prefer, but obviously there's not always a plain background available. So yeah, you just want to get your camera really close up to them, and always use a flash. I do take ring lights around with me. On jobs, I've got a mini ring light which I use, which I will hold into a client's face to get that picture. I blind a lot of my clients, if I'm honest. Like, I literally blind them and like make them do like a tour of their own house just to get a picture. I'm like, come over here, use this wall until I get the picture. Trust me, it's not as simple as everyone thinks it is. I don't know. I do take a lot of pride in taking my pictures. And then any picture of myself is literally with my Samsung phone, which a lot of people find me weird, but I am not an iPhone girl. I'm not at all. I've never had an iPhone, never will have an iPhone. I don't like them. Am I gonna get like abducted by like the government now for saying that? I don't know, that's freaked me out. What else have we got on this list? Best techniques for contouring and slimming your face. Well, I'm actually getting onto that into a minute, so give me 2 seconds, I'll get this video a bit sped up and then I'll show you.
Say something nice.
So, when it comes to slimming down your face, it is actually all about where you put your contour and your highlight, mainly your contour. So if you've got, I like to define, like to really define my jawline, which slims the face. You want to, well, it actually doesn't, it actually gives you more of like a chiseled square face. But so if you're going to do darker here, you're creating a shadow and more colour in your face on that area, which is just going to show it up more. If you wanted to get rid of this square bit here, you want to bring your darker area more here. Do you know what I mean? Anything you want to get rid of is where you're putting that colour. For example, I hate my hairline, so I bring my darker shade here, which gives the illusion of a smaller forehead, if that makes sense. I really hope it does, because I'm not good at explaining things, which completely defeats the object of me doing this YouTube channel. So let's go into my bag of crap and see what makeup I used to use. Use the NARS Custard. Hello, do you want to focus? Concealer. I actually can't remember the last time I even wore this. Okay, so I'm going to bring that up, because we all know that I like a cat eye effect. I would not call this custard, sorry NARS, but this is more like snow. My skincare routine, okay, I found that one quite fun. So I love looking after my skin. My favourite thing to use, and I would say probably the only thing that actually does work wonders for my skin, is St. Ives. I am obsessed with their apricot scrub. Absolutely obsessed with it. It really does make a difference. If I haven't used that in a few days, I can see the difference in my skin. So I would highly recommend that. And then I will come out of the shower, I'll use my Pixie Glow Tonic. Or if my skin is feeling a little bit sensitive, I'll use the Pink Micellar Water by Garnier. And then after that, I will just always moisturise. I moisturise a lot. Like, I always make sure to moisturise my neck, because I do get, like, I hate this. People think I'm mad when I say it. Can you see that? It's disgusting. It really, really bothers me. So yeah, this looks better in this than it does in this, but oh, I do love a nice white under eye, I'm not gonna lie. Going. Maybe I should start using this again. I'm liking this. And then what I do is, with the excess on my sponge, we're just gonna pop that on your chin and up on your big old forehead if you've got a big one like me. Right, blend, blend, blend. Yeah, joking. Right. It always makes me cringe when I see people on YouTube like actually singing and thinking that they're really good. Just so you know. I know I'm shit. So I'm now gonna go in with, let's use this colour here. What colour would you say that is? like a mocha. Oh, we're going for quite a coffee eye today, aren't we? Right, let's get a bit of, pop a little bit of mox in there. I'll do the outer corners of my eyes today. I'm just gonna leave that halfway. And again, I'm using a brush that looks like this. A brush that looks like this. I will get technique in that one day, I tell you. And then I want to leave this bit here just to open them up because, you know, I haven't been having a lot of sleep during isolation. Right. What colours can make a green eye pop? Well, green eyes will take you anywhere, hun. Green eyes are the best eye colour to do makeup on. They can literally take anything. Anything will make a green eye pop. For blues, I try and stay away from black because I think it can look too harsh. So for a blue eye, I will use a darker brown. I will never put black eyeliner in a blue-eyed person's waterline unless I'm really, really smoking it out. Ow! That really hurt. Yeah, so with a blue eye, like if you're gonna smoke it out, I actually might do that for my next video. Show you how to do like a really, really sexy, smoky black eye on a blue eye person, because I feel like sometimes it can make you look really cheap, but then there is ways that you can make it look really, really glam. So yeah, okay, I'll do that in my next video. Let me know if you want to actually see that, because some of you might be thinking, no, hun. No, darling, no. Now I've just ripped my extension out. Again, I'm going to use, it's like I did on my last video, the iconic foundation sticks. And I'm just going to pop this up in the areas that I want to minimalise, such as my forehead, my nose, even though my nose, I think you just like it looks good to add structure to your face. So with foundation, obviously, foundation is a one-tone colour. You got to think of it in a way as like, you know, like box dyes, like box hair dyes. It's an all-over colour, isn't it? You're going to add your like highlights and lowlights to like break that up. I suppose that's like faces really, isn't it? That is actually a really good, is the word analogy? Analogy? Is that a word? Do you know what I mean? Metaphor. Is it a simile? I think that's a really good simile to foundation. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, don't forget the jaw, huh? Jeez. Best way to do a smoky eye. Oh, I think I sort of already answered that. I'll show you in the next video. Advice on wanting to become a makeup artist. I found this a really, really good question. And literally, my biggest piece of advice is to not be a bitch in the industry. I know most people are like, don't give up, which goes without saying. Don't give up on any of your dreams, do you know what I mean? That makes you a stupid person. You shouldn't give up on anything. If you want something hard enough, then why would you not get it? It goes without saying. If you want something, go and get it, and you can get it. So if I want a piece of cake, I'm gonna go down the baker's and get myself a piece of cake. Simple as. Things don't just come to you. Go and do it yourself. So, but all I am gonna say is, do not be a bitch. Like, there's so many nasty, nasty people in the world as it is. And I think people seem to forget how big the world is, and how big every area is, and how big each city is. There is enough space for all of us. Like, look at hairdressers. Like, in my town that I live in, there's probably, without, like, I'm not even joking, there's a good 20 hair salons, and they're not ripping each other's companies off online. Do you know what I mean? So I just don't get why other girls do that to other makeup artists. It makes zero sense to me. Like, I'm really good friends with a lot of makeup artists, like Makeup by Georgina, Courtney Hamlet. Like, I'm friends with so many makeup artists, and I feel the nicer you are to each other, it's actually working in your favour to be nice to another makeup artist, because there might be times when she can't have to do her client and she'll pass them on to me. and vice versa. So just be nice. That is my biggest advice for a makeup artist. Be nice and be smart with it. Like, if you want to work with someone, message them. Like, anything you want, just message someone. Just do it. Like, what's the worst they can say? No. Okay then, fine. So these are again by Glamify, but I've already taken them out of the packet because I've worn these before, and I like to stick them on the second time round. Like, you know when you've like had a bit of wear out of them? On my own self, on my own face, I like to get a bit of wear out of an eyelash, but when I'm putting them on someone else, it's just so much easier. This is why I'm sometimes thinking, why am I doing this YouTube channel? Because I'm so much better at doing makeup on other people than I am myself. So I'm just gonna pop them lashes down to dry, and I'm gonna put a bit of pinkness on my cheeks. I'm actually gonna use, what's this here? Like Me, Love Me by MAC. This is cute. Why have I never used this before? I get the runniest nose also, by the way, if you couldn't tell, after my nose job. That's probably the only downside of getting your nose done. I don't know, maybe I need like a revision on it, but it is actually a really annoying habit. So now I've got the cheekage all down. Whoops. I'm now going to use this palette by Morphe. And I'm really, really living for this right now, which is a pink highlighter. So I'm just going to do my upside down cross on my nose and then pop that in my cheek area. I do like imagine if you was a devil, where your devil horns would grow, that's where you want to like highlight on your forehead, because I feel like makeup glow is nice but greasy glow is gross, so it's all about balance really. Can you hear my neighbour playing the drums? I'm gonna shove his drum set up his bum. If you're watching this, hon, I'm sorry, I don't mean it. Let's get my lash on. So, rule is, again, grab it in the middle. So, oh, here's the other question. Forgot what I was even doing then for a minute. If you only had 5 products for the rest of your life, what would they be and why? I think that's a really fun question. My 5 products would be moisturiser, 100%. Brow tint, they're so like white. My eyelashes are so white, so. Oh, this is iconic, again, the same one I used last time, but just with an Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick on first, and this is in shade Staunch. Staunch. S-T-A-U-N-C-H. Stanch. And then this is the same colour I used last time. I love it. It's actually really minty. And this is in shade Nearly Nude. Oh yeah, so it would be moisturiser, brow tint, hair removal cream because I get a really hairy upper lip, bronzer and Vaseline.